Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome back. So I figured I would do this in the live stream so that way that we can just kind of go over more in depth about Helium Mobile. Now, Helium Mobile is starting to pick up some traction here because not only is it a mobile virtual network operator operating on the T-Mobile network, but it's also trying to build out its own way of connection from peer to peer, as well as dealing with crypto. So earning crypto while you use mobile phone service, right? So there are countless YouTube videos that pretty much go in depth and then talk about how you can get passive income from using Helium Mobile and just basically mining tokens. So I did a live stream pretty much talking about that, and I still am a little bit reserved about some determining factors when it comes to Helium. One of them basically being, the safety of different IoTs connected, to your device, like your hotspot. If you are going to be running a Helium hotspot, and then of course, those people that are connected to it. However, shout out to Chanel 808. Y'all know him as Lawrence. He was able to share with me some documents here from Helium, the stuff that I was pretty much like looking for, and I don't know why I couldn't find this, but nonetheless, it's been found, and so I'm going to go over it in this live stream, which is the reason why my camera is off. I just don't want any distractions. I want you guys to be able to read along with me as I go through it. And you know what? For those that want to know, pretty much got the hotspot map for Helium, and as you guys can see, it's pretty well rounded. But we'll get into that here in a little bit. But first off, I just kind of want to touch base with some of the things that people may be wanting to know. So here it is. The link is in the description if you guys want it. I'll drop the link also in the chat as well, and you guys can bookmark it, go through it yourself at your leisure. But there it is, docs.helium.com. Pretty much has a lot of the information dealing with the tokens, wallet, IoT network, mobile network, and more. Right? Click on more. Got network architecture, community governance, dev blog, and the Helium GitHub, so you guys can get more information here. This is pretty much what we're needing to really understand how Helium is. So let's see here. So basically it just tells you to get started with Helium, building amazing connected solutions on the world's largest decentralized wireless network. Helium is a global distributed network of hotspots that create public long-range wireless coverage for LoRaWAN. Yeah, I know, it's one of those really, really funny words. What's up, Mark? How's it going, man? So yeah, anyways, LoRaWAN enabled IoTs, devices and cellular devices. The LoRaWAN. It's so funny to say it. Hotspot produced are compensated in IoT, the native cryptocurrency of Helium blockchain. The Helium blockchain is a new open source public blockchain created entirely to incentivize the creation of physical and decentralized wireless networks. Today, the Helium IoT network and its hundreds of thousands of hotspots provide access to the largest LoRaWAN network in the world. If at any time you don't find what you need, you can join them on Discord to get all the details on it. So literally, yeah. So it kind of just gives it like a breakdown. Helium network. Helium is a token incentivization model that connects devices and applications using distributed nodes, including the LoRaWAN cellular networks, or LoRaWAN, however you want to pronounce it. I know it's basically kind of it's just like short language. Um, and it gives you quick links, to Helium tokens, mining IoTs, proof of coverage, and transaction fees. So we'll go into all that here too in today's live. Hotspot creates the People Network, a long-range wireless coverage for very low power and inexpensive IoT devices, and are rewarded the tokens for the IoT for doing so. So gives you a little bit of a breakdown there. All right, so I'm going to just do the overview of Helium. It tells you right here, this page has not fully been updated to represent the latest state of the Helium network following the migration to Solana on April 18th, 2023. So that's pretty interesting there. But anyways, so it kind of just goes over the same jargon again. But we'll just go down to the Helium network components. So Solana blockchain, the underlying blockchain infrastructure that provides security, scalability, and decentralization for the Helium network. HNT tokens, the native tokens of the Helium network, which is used to incentivize network participants and facilitate transactions. IoT token, a token specific to the LoRaWAN network, enabling low-power, wide-area network connectivity for Internet of Things. That's what IoT stands for, if you didn't know. Devices. POC, proof of coverage is what that means, is employed for the LoRaWAN subnetwork. And in the mobile token, a token specific to the 5G network, facilitating high-speed mobile connectivity and data transmission. The proof of connection is employed for the 5G subnetwork. So there we have it up there. What up, Brian? What's going on, man? Network participants, hotspot owners, individuals, or organizations that deploy and maintain Helium-compatible wireless devices, which is the hotspots, to provide network coverage. IoT device owners, users of IoT devices that leverage the Helium network for connectivity. And let's see. Developers, individuals, or organizations that build applications and service using Helium networks infrastructure. Brian says, what's your take on Google limiting software features despite their hardware being capable? Sad for... I already did a live stream about that. That was the previous live stream that I talked about it. So if you want to check that one out, I already discussed that. And not only just for on the Pixel 8 not getting the what they call Gemini Nano, but also talking about the same with the Pixel Fold and it not getting the treatments. So yeah, check that live stream out. I pretty much went in on it. The first half pretty much is like talking about Helium, but if you want to skip to half of the live stream is where I begin talking about the whole Google thing. Yeah, key features: decentralized infrastructure. The Helium network allows for the creation and maintenance of a distributed wireless network by incentivizing participants to contribute resources and share their benefits. Scalable and secure. This is one that I really want to know about. The Helium network leverages the Solana blockchain, which is known for its high scalability, low latency, and robust security. Okay, so I'll have to look more into the Solana blockchain. Multi-use case support. The Helium network supports various use cases, including IoT devices, through LoRaWAN network and high-speed mobile connectivity via the 5G network. Incentivize participation. The Helium network employs token-based systems to reward participants and encourage network growth. And then proof of coverage. A unique consensus algorithm employed by the LoRaWAN and the 5G subnetworks, which rewards participants for verifying wireless network coverage. So we have that right there. That's basically a little bit on that. So Let's go to proof of coverage. Let's kind of check that out. All right, so on this page, basically it just talks about proof of coverage. The Helium network uses a unique consensus algorithm called proof of coverage. So I already read that already. Proof of coverage incentivizes hotspot operators to deploy hotspots to underserved areas and report their deployments accurately so that users of the Helium network can see where coverage is likely to be available. The Helium network is a physical wireless network that succeeds based on the reliable coverage it can create for users deploying connected devices. As such, it required a working algorithm built for this use case. Proof of coverage leverages unique, undeniable properties of radio frequencies propagation to produce meaningful proofs to the Helium network and its participants. Specifically, proof of coverage relies on the following characteristics. The radio frequency has limited physical propagation and therefore distance. The strength of the received radio frequency signal is inversely proportional to the square of the distance from the transmitter, and the radio frequency travels at the speed of light with effectively no latency. Okay, so yo, what up, TJ? What's going on, man? So that's just a little bit of like the opening up for the proof of coverage on Helium. Oracle proof of coverage. Okay, so the Oracle proof of coverage chain var was set in block. Okay, at 1,731,335. The first Oracle proof of coverage receipts were in blocks of 1,731,339. Bitter concrete parakeet is an animal name of the injector oracle for Oracle proof of coverage. The Oracle proof of coverage moves the responsibility of validating all other proof of coverages events to dedicated oracles, powerful machines that ingest completed challenges, verify challenges, and witness validity. Then inject the results back into the Helium network for rewards to be issued. So oracles interact with the data and system outside of the native blockchain environment where the processing can be completed much more efficiently and at scale, providing a solution to the fundamental limitations of smart contracts. Interesting. Oracle proof of coverage allows hotspot running minor versions 22.12.3, 12.13.0 or later to self-beacon, transmitting beacons on their own to participants in proof of coverage, ensuring more reliable beacon events. At the start, hotspot self-beacon every 6 hours, though this time window may change as Oracle proof of coverage is improved. So this kind of correlates, to put it in layman's terms, when I'm using Helium on my iPhone 11 or on my Pixel 7, and I have mapping turned on so that way I can earn tokens as I just travel about my city. Literally, the cutoff time is at 6 p.m. throughout the day. So I guess within the 24-hour period, every 6 hours, I guess it's reported as to where I've traveled and everything and whatnot. So then that way that the tokens that I'm earning is the actual correct amount that I'm supposed to be getting for mapping. So I guess that's what that's kind of leading into and other things. There's a lot of this, for me that, I am learning about, don't understand to a full scale. And that's why I'm glad that I'm able to read through this. So it kind of just helps really understand more things about it and just where they go from there. So let's see. The beacon rate includes a jitter component to offset the beacon timing across hotspots on the network to avoid overloading the oracles with large data spikes. Oracle proof of coverage is essential in implementing the HIP-70 and the Helium network's migration to the Solana blockchain, and a significant step forward in increasing the usability and scalability of the network. We have a little bit more here. Rewards for the beacons and witness event under the POC are prioritized by a scheme that was introduced under the HIP-17, which was designed to pay higher rewards for beacon events that are transmitted from less covered areas as a way to encourage hotspot owners to deploy hotspots in these areas and discourage deployments in areas that are already densely covered. So you're gonna earn more by if you're with Helium and you decide to get like the outdoor hotspot or an indoor hotspot, you're gonna earn more if your hotspot is located in an area that doesn't have a lot of coverage as far as connecting to the Helium hotspot peer-to-peer coverage, right? So they're really trying to, they're giving a lot of incentives on basically those that are willing to deploy the hotspot, so that way other Helium customers can rely more on this peer-to-peer 5G network coverage versus relying on T-Mobile's network, right? So they do have things in place for for customers to be able to always be connected, right? So you're going to be on the T-Mobile network, but yeah, they just don't want a lot of the customers depending on the T-Mobile network. So it makes sense why they give such big incentives for those people that are willing to deploy hotspot. Now I'm not going to deploy hotspot because my area where I'm at, there's not a lot of foot traffic as far as for Helium. It's not too much. Yeah, it's using their members like a mesh system. Exactly, Brian. Exactly. That's what they're doing. And in that way, there's less people relying on T-Mobile's 5G network, right? If they could have it their way, I'm sure that they would have a ton of people, given a hotspot, one indoor, one outdoor, and just having them like pretty much like cover the block. But yeah, you still would have to have like reliable home internet service, because that is where your hotspot node, especially for the outdoor one, that's what it's going to connect to kind of just bring out that data connection for other users. So rather than using your phone, like VolkFi, which is very similar to this, it didn't take off, but it was very similar to this. VolkFi was wanting to do something very similar, except that you would connect to each other's phones. One phone would act as a beacon, and it would share that signal to multiple phones around like a 5-mile vicinity. And that's how you guys would all be connected. In this instance, everyone's connected to the T-Mobile network. However, if someone is deploying an outdoor hotspot or even an indoor hotspot for a building, you would automatically connect to that. And that's, a hotspot device, not somebody's phone transmitting that signal, but a device transmitting that signal. So that's a little bit of the difference. Yeah, so I'm not going to go through all of it because there's a lot here, right? There's a lot to even tell you about, the growth of all of it. You got witness rewards, beacon rewards, DC transfer rewards, cumulative rewards. So you got all this on the scale right here. Let's pop into the map itself. Kind of just want to go over the mapping and everything because this is the more crazy part. As you guys can see, this is a map of the globe, technically. Now, if we go into network status here, we get all this information. So you get the HNT. So the price of the HNT right now is $8.86. And that was on, well, the last time it checked, that was just now. Yeah, I'll learn more about crypto. Crypto is not my forte, but I'm gonna learn more about it. Let's see, utility scores. Wow, active hotspots, 12,676 active hotspots. Onboarding fees, $339,880. So you have all the ability to just kind of check through on a day-to-day. That's kind of cool. That is pretty cool. Anyways, going back to the hotspot, and you can see, wow, they're in Japan, South Korea, China, Taiwan, Philippines. They're in Thailand. They're in Cambodia. Wow. A lot used in Europe. Europe looks like heavily dense coverage for the hotspot. And they're out there in Hawaii. And of course, they're out there in Hawaii because Lawrence is on Helium. Um, all right. Well, let me go to my area. Oh, look, Phoenix is kind of populated, sort of. Hotspotty, your all-in-one tool for building decentralized wireless networks. So this is okay. Well, anyways, let's kind of go in more a little bit. Okay, that's Tempe. Phoenix is right there. Good morning, Velvet. Velvet's my German Shepherd. Good morning, Bells. Morning, girl. Let's see. So we click on one of these hives, and muscular hickory salmon, IoT. That's preferences. Let's go back there. Doesn't give you much detail other than where, like, you know, it says 3 small cells from tangy snowy seahorse. Maybe I'll take a drive out that way and see if I can find it. What else need? Let's see if I can find it. Anyways, like, yeah. For those that want to know more about Helium and read more of the how it all works, the link is in the description. It's got all the info on, you know, how they're doing this. This is very different from what I've seen. Like, you know, for the years that I've looked into, like, you know, companies like Boost Mobile, I've looked into companies like, you know, Visible and whatnot. This Helium is very, very different. Like, but reading what I read through the docs kind of put a little bit of my thoughts to ease. It's not 100% there, but it kind of put it to ease. Now that I know how they're doing things. Perfect foggy halibut. So 2 hotspots. That says hotspots that has not received rewards in the past 30 days. So, okay. So all these ones have recently received rewards in this area. People have crossed through that are Helium customers in my city, and those hotspots they've connected to. So therefore they were mining tokens. For people connecting to it for however brief a time that they were. And these ones in these areas, obviously, are the ones that are not. Hotspots that have received rewards in the past 30 days. So, interesting. If anyone wants to go check out the maps, well, I'll just type it in there because that'll probably zoom into my area. But let's see. / explorer.helium.com. There's the link, and you guys can actually open the map yourself and then go ahead and take a look. That is interesting. Let's see. Let's go here. So there's 3 of these. Recently rewarded. Red Mountain Freeway. So okay. East Washington Streets. Curved candy fish, faint rushy hornet, salty coneflower fly. I wonder if this is just like areas that they named it as. Let me back out a little bit. Okay, so we're getting into the downtown area. There we go. East McDowell Road. I know where that's at. Or Central. Okay, that's North 44th Street. That's North 32nd Street. There we go. Downtown Phoenix. So we got Central Avenue here, East McDowell. Yeah. So there's some hotspots deployed in downtown Phoenix. Mythical Oily Opposum? Never heard of that. Unique Cloth Cow, Sunny Blush Dove, and Great Denim Chameleon. I might do a video trying to find these hotspots. Trying to find out where they're located. There's 3 over here. Oh, we had looked at that one. Okay. Some of these people haven't gone by. Maybe I should go by there and look for these things and also connect to their hotspots and just kind of help them out. What's up, B-Tech? And just kind of help them out so they can get some tokens. Because there's 3 here that have not received anything in the last 30 days. Right? So hotspot that has not received rewards in the past 30 days. Such a hotspot is most likely offline. It is also possible for it to be online but not rewarded if it's not transmitting data, not participating in proof of coverage, or recently online. Oh, okay, so it may not be on. They may have it set up like as far as to the site, but they're not transmitting. Anyways, VTech, I'm just going over the mapping here to see where hotspots are in my city. I'm looking at downtown Phoenix right now. And let's see, are these 2? Yes, there's 2 active here. Recumbent Sangria Lobster and Ambitious Seafoam Haddock. Let's see what it says here. Oh, you can see what it earns. Ambitious Seafoam Haddock is online. Earnings from the Helium IoT. 4 total beacons. Total witnesses, 47 in a 24-hour period. That's where it's located. Earnings on Helium 5G. Okay. Maybe I'll go by there, try to find it, and then also connect to it so that way they can earn something. But that's actually pretty cool. You can see there it goes. It's loading up. The elevation 5 meters. Maker Bobcat. Gain is 4 dBi. Hotspot name, reason for denialist. That's kind of funny. That is kind of funny. Wow. Estimate location, rewards, layers, and hotspots. So this is pretty interesting. Anyways, like I said, link there if you guys want to open up the Explorer map and check your area to see if Helium has hotspots in your area being broadcasted. But yeah, you can see what these hotspots are earning. You actually can see it. Oh yeah, zoom in more. 7th Street, 5th Street, that's North 15th Avenue. Wow, so they're kind of building out well. I mean, certain areas that would be considered dead spots, but would actually not be dead spots in a way where you won't have service. It would just be spots where you're solely dependent on T-Mobile's network, or in these grayed out areas. T-Mobile has pretty damn good coverage in downtown Phoenix. But so now I know when I'm rolling through Central Avenue, if I have to go to downtown Phoenix for anything, I know I'm actually going to be connecting to these, and then they'll be collecting some earnings. But you don't have to deploy hotspot to get earnings. You can just map from your phone, and as you're mapping through your phone, it'll show them these areas that are not covered under the the peer-to-peer Helium connection, and then therefore, if people want to post like outdoor or indoor hotspot deployments, they can do them. I want to see something where it's here we go, 15th Avenue. That's West Camelback Road, so that's past it. I want to see if they are Encanto Park. Encanto Park has coverage. There's a I guess it's coverage. There we go. Recently rewarded. There's 4 hotspots here that are currently not active. All right, let's check relay. $107.49. Very interesting, very interesting. And so these are all the network stats. I know BTech dabbles with crypto. If you can make any sense of this, there's still a lot that I have to look into. But the price of the HNT right now is $8.84. I guess that would be what? Like the amount of like what one token costs? So basically, just and all this, just to sum it up, the more you use, the more money is earned, right? So the more Helium customers, use the network and map it and all these things, the more money that's earned, right? So you can make passive income from this. Definitely can. If you're in a city that doesn't have, so let me back out completely, out of my city, out of my state. You see, it's on the global scale for Helium. Let's kind of go over to where BTech is at. Well, I don't want to give away his actual location, but we can look around here. Brownsville is on the border. So there is some hotspots deployed out there. Let's go to San Antonio. There's Laredo, Corpus Christi. There's Eagle Pass. San Antonio. San Antonio's got some coverage being built out. There's 3 hotspots active in this hive. So 2 that's not. Interesting. So there's people that's actively deploying hotspot to earn some revenue there. Obviously there's going to be some in Oklahoma City and Dallas. Let's go to Hawaii. Let's see what's going on in my home state. So it looks like there's a few on the Big Island. There's a few on Maui. Let's go to Oahu. Wow. There's like some good zones covered basically from Waikiki, which is right here, through Honolulu, all the way up to Aiea, Pearl City, Waipahu, all the way to Kapolei. And I'm going to go out on a whim and say that there's even some in my sister's area in Nanakuli. Like, whoa. Going up Waianae side, Makaha, famous Kaena Point. Mililani's got some hotspots deployed, but mostly like in Honolulu area, Waikiki. Looks like we got some up in Lawrence's neck of the woods in Kaneohe, Kailua. But there's none up on the North Shore side. So like going to Punalu'u, Hauula, Haleiwa. We're not seeing anything in North side. So yeah, if you're on the island of Oahu and you have helium, probably be beneficial if you actually did put it, especially like in Haleiwa area. It's a very high traffic area for tourists. So if there's tourists that use Helium Mobile and they fly to Hawaii for vacation and they go up to Haleiwa, and you got an outdoor hotspot and an indoor hotspot set up out there, yeah, you can make some residuals. That's nice. So kind of going away from Aiea. Let me go to my old neighborhood and find it. Kamehameha Highway. It doesn't go like too far in depth. So this would be around where my old neighborhood's at, because Moana Loa Freeway. So like Radford High School and stuff around that way. Let's check it out. We got 3 active hotspots there. Cool. That is pretty interesting. But anyways, yeah, a lot of the information you want to know about Helium, how all their stuff works, right? Sensor, hotspot, connected to a router, packet, part of it goes to the Helium reward server, LoRaWAN network server, then the blockchain, payments and identity. Simplified block diagram of data transfer accounting. If you want to know more about it. So yeah, docs.helium.com, and you can get your read on everything that you want to know about it, from tokens, right? The Helium Network token, or HNT, is a native cryptocurrency and protocol token of the Helium Network. The original Helium blockchain produced the first HNT on July 29th, 2019 on block 93. No, it's not just Wi-Fi that shows up on your phone. They use so like your hotspot connects to your Wi-Fi modem. If you're going to disperse signal on your phone, it's not going to show a Wi-Fi icon on the top. It's going to show 5G. I know this because I just looked on the map to see in downtown Phoenix if there was any hotspots deployed for Helium, and there's a lot in downtown Phoenix. And when I was down there, never once did my icon flip over and change to like a Wi-Fi icon to say I'm connected to a hotspot. So the outdoor hotspot acts as a wireless node that you would get, on a tower from like AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile. So no, you don't, it won't. If you're kind of like, I don't want to see these little Wi-Fi icons or whatever. No, it's not going to flip to that. Let's see. Yeah, there's a lot of good info here that I think that people can do for in-depth reading. So yeah, I just wanted to share this with you guys real quick. Just kind of go over the map, kind of see, what areas have hotspots, how it looks like, if it's like one little peck in Miami, or if there's like a bunch throughout the United States. And actually there's a bunch throughout globally right now. So that's actually pretty decent, pretty good. So I'll leave it at that. You guys can do your own research, your own reading. But I will say this, and I'll put it in again. If anyone's interested in actually trying out Helium, there's another content creator who basically makes content about cryptocurrency who is actively using Helium, and this is the code that he has shared to a lot of people. It's friend or friends. It's one of the two. But when you sign up for Helium and you put in the promo code friend or friends, you can try both, because if it rejects one, it's going to be the other one. You get your first month free, so you don't actually pay. So I'll put that out there for anyone that wants to try Helium. Go ahead, try it out. If the promo code no longer works, just hit me up in a in a comment, or if you follow me on Twix, which is Twitter, now known as X, hit me a DM, let me know. But other than that, I mean, you want to give it a shot, you can. I don't know. I guess oh, my dog's barking. Yeah. So, anyways, I guess for me, I'm just gonna continue just learning more about it, getting to really understand this, because I mean, this is a good enough way to make passive income. Like, why not? Data credit, yeah. So it's got all the information that you definitely would need. The Solana token, the Helium network runs on Solana blockchain, an extremely fast, scalable, and low-cost blockchain. Got it. They even link a YouTube video to kind of explain all that. Anyways, I'll leave it to that. Again, link in the description to get the whole details on Helium and just what it's all about, and more about how you're able to earn tokens. And cool thing about it is that maybe you're not looking to make a good amount of passive income as extra income in the home, but maybe you don't want to pay a cell phone bill. So if you actually map and do these things, you can earn enough crypto to basically pay your phone bill. Because if you're not in Miami, your service costs $20 a month. That's unlimited talk and text. That's 30 gigabytes of high-speed data. Then you're slowed down to 1 megabit per second speed. So that's a little better than what most other MVNOs are doing at 512 kilobits or 256 kilobits per second. You're slowed down to 1 megabit per second, so you can still be able to look at Facebook and Twitter and stuff. So that'll probably be the only caveat that I really see as far as, network plan. But other than that, I mean, it's actually pretty decent for $20. Now, if you're in the Miami area, I don't know if they're still running the promo. I know a lot of people who signed up in Miami as beta testers their plan is only $5 a month. So earning tokens and stuff like that, literally they can have free phone service, literally, just by mapping. And if they are running an outdoor and indoor hotspot, they're making more. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think. Are you guys gonna look more into it? If you guys are trying it out, let me know what your experiences is. Mine has been good so far. That's just because T-Mobile works great in my area. But now I'm also, learning from their coverage mapping that, they're in a lot of areas, and they have hotspots deployed in my city. So my city of Phoenix. They're also in Tucson. They're in a lot of places. They're even in Canada. Look at that. Edmonton, Red Deer, Calgary. Nice. All right, guys. I'm going to leave it at that. Thanks for checking out today's live stream. Share this. That's, how more people can find out more about the coverage and everything like that. So please share this on your favorite social platforms. Smash the like button because it helps circulate it. And then, yeah, I'll see you guys later.